Good evening, guys. Tony Denaro here with your market update for Wednesday, March 15th. Another red day in the markets for the Dow and the S&P, closing down almost 1% on each of those indexes, and the NASDAQ eking out a slight green day, up 0.05%. We have some economic news to talk about from today and yesterday. We got the Fed meeting next week. Let's get right into the details. As you guys probably know, the banking crisis is what is weighing most heavy on people's minds in the markets, both in the United States, Europe, and even in Asia to a certain extent. But we did have a couple of U.S. economic indicators to talk about this week. Very briefly, the core CPI yesterday came in a little bit hot, and then we had the core PPI this morning coming in a little bit under expectations. Those are both things that the Fed is going to look at, and the Fed is meeting next week on the 21st and 22nd of March to consider what they're going to do next with interest rates. However, the primary index that the Fed looks at engaging inflation is the core PCE. The core CPE being the personal consumption expenditures index. Unfortunately, the Fed is not going to have fresh data on that when they go into their meeting next week to decide what to do about interest rates. And at any rate, right now, I think that the banking crisis is going to be weighing on their minds. It is going to be really interesting next week to see what Jerome Powell and the Fed does with interest rates. We will cover that when it happens next week. Let's move on and talk about the banking crisis. Credit Suisse was the focus of today's trading session in the banking industry, down 20% on the day, down 85% since 2021. However, there was some news at the end of the day. The Swiss National Bank today saying that it will provide Credit Suisse with liquidity if necessary. However, they also are saying that Credit Suisse now meets the capital and liquidity requirements imposed on systemically important banks. And you can observe the last candle on the regular trading session today and into after hours that Credit Suisse has been trending up on the news. What does that mean for market sentiment and consumer confidence in the banks? You can see here on the heat map that almost all of the banks in the U.S. stock market closed in the red today. I think it's safe to say that we're not out of the woods just yet. As far as my own trading style, I'm trying to keep as much cash on the ready as I can. I am not doing a lot of heavy trading this week. I want to be positioned in case the market does take a major tumble to have cash on the side and go in and pick up some more of those blue chip stocks that I've been waiting to get really good prices on. A lot of you are asking me today in private messages and in Discord and DMs on Twitter about AMC and APE in light of yesterday's special stockholder meeting and the vote approving the reverse split and the consolidation of APE back into AMC. As you know, that is pending the outcome of a lawsuit, although AMC has filed a motion to dismiss. There was one court update today. Another party had tried to get into the two lawsuits, or the Allegheny one that had been filed, and the judge denied that claim. But the main two cases are still in progress, and we're waiting to hear more updates on the motion to dismiss that AMC filed. I am not doing any additional trading in these two tickers right now. With the market flush going on in general due to uncertainty, I see that AMC was down about 9.25%. APE down 13.4%. But when I look at the heat map for many popular retail trading stocks, almost all of them are in red. So yes, there is a lot of jockeying going around in AMC and APE, but anything that is a high beta stock right now, all of these retail plays are getting hit pretty hard today. As you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, I do not like to get overweighted on any one position in my portfolio, especially a position like AMC APE. That is a speculative trade that has a high degree of uncertainty. And in light of the vote passing yesterday and us knowing like we do that AMC is probably going to be doing some near-term dilution to improve the balance sheet and make the company less attractive to shorts, I think, depending on your own personal tolerance for risk and what your size of position is, you should take some prudence in deciding if you want to add to AMC or APE versus looking for some other ways to diversify your portfolio. I don't know what your portfolio looks like. I don't know what your risk tolerance is. That is up to you. There are also some people I've talked to that have told me that they're considering selling before the dilution, waiting to see if the price goes down, and then buying back in after that drop. That is always something you can do. I'm not here to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything. I'm here to share with you the facts and what is going on with all of these plays. Ultimately, the choices you make with your investments, that is up to you. Right now, for myself, I am looking at either adding new blue chip stocks with extra cash that I have or adding to existing positions, and we're going to be talking about those more in the coming days. Don't forget, tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have a special guest for you, Tim Quast, who I've been working to get on the channel to talk to you guys about daily short volume. This is a often debated topic. Is it valuable? Is it not? What is it? And this is Tim's area of expertise. So I'm excited to finally get him on the channel to hear what he has to say and allow you guys to ask him some questions. So I hope to see you there tonight. If this is your first time here, don't forget to buy and hold the subscribe button. Hit the like if you got some value out of today's video, and we will see you in just a couple hours.